Yo, yo, what up? It's Coach D here for the Coach D podcast. So today, I'm going to teach you the 2 steps how to get abs. Okay? Got this? I got this down to a system. Okay? Got it down to a system, and I'm about to teach you some tricks. Same things I teach in here. Okay? So there's 2 main things that you need to know. Actually, let me back up a little bit. Because one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast is because I'm trying to change the direction of the world, change the direction of this nation, make men men again, okay? Make men strong, make men lean, make men confident, make men masculine again, right? So you can be leaders in your communities, so you can be sexually attractive to your women, right? So you become the most exceptional version of you, right? So with that being said, I'm going to set this bar. Okay, I do this with my clients, setting the bar high. Okay, set the bar high, and I'm going to force you to fucking reach it. Okay, what's the bar? Okay, if you ain't got abs, you're fat. And if you're fat, you're weak. Okay, mentally and emotionally weak. You're going to hear me say this all the time. If you are not being a man, if you're not being disciplined, if you're being undisciplined with food, you're weak. If you can't control yourself, if you can't master yourself, if you suck at being you, how the hell else do you expect to master anything else in your life if you suck being you? Okay? I'm trying to teach you how to master being you because I fucking love you. And I want the best for you, and I want to see you fucking win. All right? So with that said, keep that in mind when I'm dropping these truths on your fucking asses. Okay? It's because I fucking love you and I want the best for you. Okay? I want this more for you. I believe in you more than you even believe in your fucking selves. I know your potential, and I know you ain't fucking reaching it. And if you ain't got abs, you sure as fuck ain't reaching it. Okay? That means you ain't taking care of yourself. All right? So I'm going to teach you how to get abs. It's real simple, guys. Abs is simple, man. This is all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Okay? Now I'm going to break this down for you with a visual way so that way you can see it. Right? This is just going to be a little linear equation. Okay? And I'm going to tell you a little secret here, men. If you're married, if you want your wives to be more sexually attracted to you, okay, get your fucking asses in shape. Okay? The number one complaint I hear from married women is that their husbands are fat and it's disgusting. Okay? Now, if you're single, if you want a flurry of women that you don't even have enough time to even deal with, of high quality hotties, get ripped, okay? They will come to you, slip in your DMs. They will approach you. They will come to you guaranteed, okay? Guaranteed, okay? So it's a secret, all right? So I'm trying to get you guys laid more. So trying to get you some ass, man, all right? Because it's important. It's important. All right, so this is how you get, it's really just 2 steps, guys. This is how you get abs. Okay, it's 2 steps. Okay, here's the steps. And you've heard this before. You've just never heard it in the way that I'm going to teach you today. And the 2 steps are simple. Limit your calories. Okay, every single day. Burn calories every single day. Okay, yes, that means you need to work out 7 days a week. Yes, that means you need to track your shit so that way you limit your calories every single day of the week. All right? So I'm going to show you some hacks on how you can do this stuff in a moment, but let me just show you how this whole thing plays out, okay? Because what a lot of you guys don't understand is the only way the human body will burn body fat is if you create a calorie deficit. If you don't create a calorie deficit, you ain't losing shit, okay? You ever seen those people that are like, oh my God, I'm doing the paleo diet. I'm doing the keto diet. And they're fat. Okay? It's because they ain't creating the deficit. They're still overeating. So they ain't losing shit. If you don't create a calorie deficit, you don't lose an ounce of fat. Did you hear what I said? No deficit, no loss. Repeat after me. No deficit, no loss. Okay? I am the fat loss expert. Okay? 2 books. Soon to be a 3rd on this topic. Okay? Got this shit down to a system. The reason why my clients look the way they do is because they follow this shit. All right? So, check this out. So, this is basically how the human body works. All right? So, first off, Understand this. BMR, this stands for your basal metabolic rate. Okay. And what this basically is saying is, you can see this on the screen here. Let me scoot over this way a little bit. All right. So if you can see this right here, what this is basically saying, basal metabolic rate. Okay. This is basically how many calories your body burns a day at rest. Now, dude who's like 5'9", your typical average dude, he's going to burn about 1,900 calories a day just for breathing, heart rate, circulation, body temperature, etc. Okay? Requires calories every single day. So you're burning calories 24/7, fellas. 24/7. Okay? Never stops. If it stops, you die. All right? Now, when you start working out, your output for the day, your 1,900 plus your workouts, you're probably going to burn, 7, 8, 9,000 calories, right? But you're going to have some afterburn from that too, right? So you're going to be putting out 3,000 plus, okay, per day. Really, it's going to be way more than this. I'm just giving you a quick and easy example, okay? Because even on a day that I train hard, I'm only 5'6", guys. My BMR is actually much less than that. It's only like 1,700, okay? And on days that I train hard, my BMR is like, or my total output's like 3,500, 5,000 if I go crazy, right? So trust me, you guys that are taller than me, you're burning way more than I do, okay? So this is what you got to understand here, all right? So keep this on the screen here so you can see this, right? Visuals, baby. Okay, so what you have here, so if you're burning 3,000 calories a day, right, you have to track your food, and you have to be very, very accurate with it. And what you do is you stop when you hit your number. Now, dude who's trying to get ripped, dude who's trying to get abs, basically the average guy needs to be eating about 2,200 calories a day, give or take, 100 here, 100 there, depending on how tall you are, how much you weigh, and so forth. But we're just doing an easy example, okay? 2,200 calories a day. You eat 2,200 calories a day, but you burn 3,000, right? That means you're 800 in the hole. This is known as the deficit, okay? The deficit. This is what forces the body to burn fat, okay? So you're burning every single day, 7 days a week. Limit your calories, right? You're going to be 800 in the hole. You do this for 7 days, that's 5,600 calories burned from body fat. How much is that? It's about 1.5 pounds, okay? It's about 1.5 pounds. Now, here's the reality. This is actually going to happen much faster than this, okay? Because, like I said, you guys are going to be burning way more than this. So typically, dudes are going to be losing like 2-3 pounds plus per week, okay? Easily, all right? But I'm just trying to give you a little linear equation. But that's really all it is. That's all fat loss is, okay? Limit your calories every single day. Burn calories every single day. It's really that easy, okay? Now, is it going to be easy to execute? No. You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to track your shit, okay? You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to say no to a lot of things. You're going to have to be disciplined on the weekends, right? So it's not going to be easy to do, but it is an easy concept to understand. Now, let me give you another example of what this looks like. Okay, so this is basically what your week should look like, okay? An example of a week. And this is if you're like a normal sized guy. If you're like a really, really heavy, right, you need to actually push this out about 13 days, okay? So typically what I recommend people do when it comes to them trying to get lean, you're going to have deficit days. Boom, 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 boom. You're going to do 6 days at a deficit. 6 days at a deficit. Limiting your carb intake. Eating low carbs on those days because you have to subtract the calories out of something. So we do that out of the carbs because they're inessential and useless. Okay? When I say carbs, I'm talking about clean stuff. Okay? I'm talking about potatoes, I'm about fruit, I'm talking about vegetables. Okay? Not processed bullshit because we never eat that stuff. All right? So you want to keep your carbs low because you have to take the calories away from something, right? One of the macronutrients. And if you don't know what a macro is, that is your protein, your carbs, and your fats, okay? They're measured in grams. You have to eat a specific amount of those to hit your 2,200, right? So what happens is you want to prioritize your protein and your fats, okay? Why? Because your protein and your fats are they're the most essential macronutrients that your body needs, like your brain, your hormones, your bones, your testosterone levels, right? Your metabolism, they all need protein and fats. And if you take away from them, all that shit's going to crash, okay? You're going to have mental health issues. You're going to have testosterone issues. which you probably already do because you guys eat garbage and it destroys your testosterone levels, and your body fat levels are high. That also destroys your testosterone levels too. But that's a whole nother podcast. But for right now, just know that your top two most important macronutrients are your protein and your fats. And that's primarily what you're eating on your deficit days. Okay. Primarily what you're eating. So 2,200 calories a day is primarily animals. Okay. And some veggies, maybe a little bit. Okay. If you want to go hardcore, just go straight carnivore, no vegetables at all. Right. That's a whole different podcast too. But this is basically how it's done, because you don't want to be staying in a deficit for a long period of time. And the reason is because it's going to start to damage your hormones. It'll start to dip into your muscle, right? So if you deficit for, say, months straight, right, what's going to end up happening is you're going to start to lose muscle, right? And because your body is going to feel like it's starving, right? So it's going to start to dump muscle, reduce your energy. Your test levels are going to plummet, right? And it's going to be detrimental to what we're trying to create. So what we do is we do a weekly refeed, right? To basically pump the carbs up, good carbs, okay? And then stimulate certain fat burning hormones, keep your test levels high, right? Give you a little psychological break, right? And then basically what you do is you go 6 days at a deficit, right? 6 days at a deficit. And then you do a day refeed, which you basically be doing like 300 or 3,000 calories and probably like, 300, 350 grams carbs. Right. And basically all you're doing is you're still eating your protein sources. Right. And all you're doing is just adding some fruit to it, adding some potatoes to it. If you want to, you can add some rice to it. I'm not really a fan of rice, but you can. Quinoa, things like that. Those are good sources of carbs. Okay. We don't ever eat fucking bread and pasta and all that bullshit. Right. So that's basically how you do it. So when it comes to you wanting to get abs, right, limit calories every day, burn calories every day. Okay. That's all you got to do. Right. And you do that, and you do it, and it's a system on how you actually do it. You go low, right? You deficiting, right? For 6 days straight, and then you refeed, right? Now, if you're heavy, right, you push this out 13 days, and then on your 14th day, then you would go refeed. Okay? That's basically how you would do it. It's the same exact situation, you just push it out longer because you're fatter and you need to push the deficit out longer. So that's basically how it works. That's the simple strategy. Now you do this week after week after week after week after week after week. Before you know it, you got six pack. Now, just so you guys know, you guys already have six pack. Okay. In case you didn't know that, you already do. Every single one of you already has abs. You just can't see it because there's a layer of fat covering it, right? Get the fat off. Then what happens is you reveal the abs that you've always had your entire life underneath. And then you become a sexy, confident, like you the man. Okay. Because think about it. How many lean people do you know? Think about it. It's rare. The amount of people who are lean in America today is literally less than 1% of the population. Right? So by you achieving this, you're probably going to be the only one of your friends that has it, which is, I'm going to give you a little hack here. The fastest way to get to where you want to be is actually to dump all your fat friends or just reduce the time that you spend with them. Spend more time with people who are ripped. Okay? Find those people who are lean and hang out with them. And the reason is because when you hang around these types of people, you're going to adopt the mindset and the beliefs that they have, right? You're going to adopt the behaviors that they have, and you're going to get there much faster. Okay. You know that old quote that goes, you are the sum of the five people. It's true. It's true. Okay. So, and that applies to your body too. So when it comes to getting lean, that's all it is, guys. Just a reduction in body fat, being toned, being ripped, being shredded, right? All it is just different degrees of having low body fat levels. And you get that from mastering your food. 90% of your results are going to come from your food, fellas. Your food. That's the number one most important thing you have to master. And like I was saying in the beginning of this, if you ain't got abs, you're fat. And if you're fat, you're weak. Because you're weak, because you're undisciplined. Okay? You're mentally and emotionally weak. Okay? I don't want you being fucking weak. You need to strengthen yourself. Discipline is just like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Okay? So that's the simple down and dirty on how to get abs, guys. That's all you gotta do. You do that consistently, bang. Okay? And it's going to take many of you, depending on your effort in the gym and how quickly you adopt this, right? So basically, this nutrition is very simple. You still got to track your shit, right? Because you got to make sure you're hitting your 2,200, right? And you got to prioritize your protein and your fats, which you're basically going to get your fats from your animal proteins, right? So chicken thighs, ground beef, whole eggs, things like that have fats in them already, right? So that's where the majority of your fats are going to come from, right? But you have to make sure you create the calorie deficit, right? And nutrition's super simple. Protein and vegetables every single meal. That's it. Okay? Still got to track shit though, right? But it's simple. Okay? So you do that, you're going to be a sexy motherfucker. You're going to be the baddest motherfucker you know. You are going to be the baddest, most confident motherfucker you know. And guess what happens whenever you feel good about yourself? Guess what happens? Guess what happens? You become more attractive to women or your wife, right? Forgot my ring. She gonna be mad at me. But you're going to be more attractive to your wife, right? You're going to be more attractive to other women if you're single, right? You're going to be more attracted to just humans in general, okay? Let me explain something to you guys. When you are fit, the world treats you differently. The world treats you differently. You are instantly, the moment you walk into a room, you are instantly respected. Instantly. Why? Because people know that it is very difficult to get in shape and stay in shape. It's difficult to stay lean. It's really not once you develop the habits, but in their heads it is, right? In their minds, it's hard, right? Because most of them are failing at it, right? So when they see you winning at it because you follow Daymond's rules, right? When you walk into a room, instantly people are going to be like, wow, who's that guy? I need to get to know him. Oh man, what do you eat? Like, you work out? What's going on? Like, instantly you are respected because you have already proven without saying a word that you are more disciplined. You are more ambitious. You stick to what you say you're going to do. You're a man of your word. You are instantly going to be respected the moment you walk into a room. And like I was saying in the beginning of this, it makes you instantly more attractive to women. And I'll tell you this now because we got a lot of ladies that are single, right, on our team. I'm going to tell you this right now. One of the number one complaints I hear from the single girls is there ain't no fit men in the world. I'm not kidding, guys. Like, they're like, everybody's fat. Nobody works out. They eat garbage. They want to take me to McDonald's. Like they are complaining about this all the time. There's not enough men in the world. Men being real men. Men 50 years ago, the majority of them had abs naturally. Okay? We were lean 50 years ago. Okay? What happened? Sugar industry. Okay? Made everybody fat. So, with that said, that's all I got for this episode today. So that is the simple 2 steps. Limit calories, burn calories every day. Okay, make sure you subscribe to all these channels so that way you don't miss an episode. Make sure that you share this with your boys, right? Share this with people. I'm actually going to be creating one for the ladies as well, too, so that way they know how to do this because theirs is going to be a little bit different than how you guys do it. It's the same concept, just different calorie amounts, right? But subscribe to my stuff so that way you don't miss an episode because I'm going to keep dropping some serious gold information on you. And all you got to do is just execute, man, and you'll become the exceptional one because that's what it's all about. I want you becoming the most exceptional version of you so you can have a badass fucking life and you can be that badass motherfucker in your life. Okay? So men, step the fuck up. Start disciplining yourself with food. Okay? Got it? All right. We'll see you next time.